So, it's Joever.
It's finally Joever.
It's Joever.
I didn't think it would actually happen. I thought he would be like, sorry if I'm lower. My side of the couch is a little bit sunken in for some reason.
Well, that's not my fault.
But yeah, I thought he would. I thought he was sticking to his guns and being like, "I'm staying in the race, guys," even though he can't even. I don't know.
There's like this woman, like, okay, very few ties I have to my conservative Republican hometown, like on digitally, like I unfollowed everyone pretty much. But there's this woman on Facebook that I keep following, like, because she's my insight into what is going on in conservative Facebook and conservative, like, whatever. And I'm obsessed with her. Like, she's my micro influencer. She posts the most insane, diabolical takes that are actually borderline psychosis. Like, she's always ranting and raving on there. And she started a podcast.
What? No. Are you serious?
And I'm waiting for the drop.
You didn't tell me that.
I'm waiting for the drop.
Yeah, when is it dropping?
I don't know when it's dropping, but she made it her cover image. It's made, like, the graphic design is giving,
What is it even giving?
It's giving, bodega. You know when it's all, like, crazy, doesn't make sense?
Oh, yeah.
It's giving bodega.
Okay.
And her face is so incredibly face-tuned, she looks like she's in a cloud. I love it. She's literally my queen.
She has so much, like, work done on her face, too. Why does she even need to face tune?
No, she doesn't have work done. She just always face-tunes the shit out of her pictures.
Really?
Yes, it's insane.
You've shown me her and the stuff she says before.
She's a micro influencer.
She puts the
my
Israel
circle.
flag and the
American flag, like, they're the same country.
At the end of, like, everything she says.
And then she, like, it's actually so fucking hilarious. Every time she posts something, like, sometimes she'll, like, edit her butt really big for some reason. Like, every time she posts something, I send it to my friends. So, like, to me, she's a celebrity, but she has no idea.
No, I know.
She has probably, like, 50 followers. She's my celebrity.
No, there was... Actually, I'm not going to bring that up. Maybe that's not good to talk about. There was, like...
Just maybe censor it for YouTube if it's, like...
No, there was this really schizophrenic person who I used to follow from, like... I never even met them, but, like, you know... just generally from college. I think I knew someone that they knew. And yeah, it was just like that. I would follow it just to see, like, the crazy stuff.
Yes.
Because it's so, like, it's like a train crash almost. Like, you can't look away. Or a car crash.
Well, a train crash, I would never look away. Yeah. That would be actually crazy. Car crash, like,
yeah, you
would be more likely to see. A train crash, I'm not looking away no matter what.
Like, we get a little schizo sometimes, but, like, I feel like my spirituality is, like, you know, an extension of, you know, like, based off of the limits of knowledge, not, like, just complete crazy, you know?
It's really hard to not be schizo when you're in a fucking meat body bag and you have a soul and, like, you're in a world that makes no sense. Yeah. Like, actually, I think the only people who have it right in this world are people who do science. Like, physics, science, math people, those are the backbone of society.
Neil deGrasse Tyson or whatever.
I don't know who that is.
That astrophysicist guy. I think
every time I hear
that's his name. I like that guy.
Whoever that guy, like, he sounds smart. I'm just saying those people are, like, the reason that we have anything at all. Like,
I think, okay, I put this here because I didn't know if we'd have a snack before we started, but we talked about this before.
What?
These are the bars that we've been eating. I don't know if you can see that here. Builders Protein.
Everybody knows about Builders Protein bar.
Cliff Builders Protein. This one's got
sponsor.
caffeine in it, and it's cookies and cream, and it's good. Yeah, it's our first sponsor. No, we just been fucking them up lately. We got, like, 2 boxes a week ago, and they're, like, pretty much gone now. So
Shane just did a sponsorship without the sponsor in it. You know, that's okay.
You know what? I'll email Cliff. I'll say, hey, we got to really, we can make a deal. Be very fruitful for...
Let my men talk to your men. We'll see.
Just send us a free box.
The amount of money that I could have made off the backs of children and fast fashion like shops is crazy. Like the
What do you
amount of
mean?
sponsorships that want to sponsor me that are
yeah.
fast fashion
No,
are actually
your craziest
off
thing.
the chiz.
You had
Like it's crazy.
Lifetime. You had Lifetime reach out to you actually wanting to.
No, this is actually crazy.
This is real.
Yeah, this is real.
I'm
This is real.
because
So
like
you're like, that's
I feel
not
like
real.
nobody would believe this. I told my mom and she was like, "Oh my god, why didn't she needs to take that right now?"
You need to take the deal.
Yeah, because she loves Lifetime, but
it was a like Lifetime. Now I'm just
like a
doing
limited
it. I'm
series?
just doing the sponsorship.
no,
It's a limited.
we are not
true
even going
crime.
to tell the name. I don't even remember the name.
It's
of
a
it,
true
so.
crime thing, and then they reached out because I make a lot of horror content. And they're like, "Do you want to promote this true crime thing for like a lot of money?"
Yeah.
And then it's like, "Oh, you have to be based in the U.S." And I'm like,
Yes,
"What
sorry.
about me?" And I'm
It's
freaking. I'm
terrible.
screaming. That's one that I probably would have done.
Okay. I think I choked on. I put lemon in my Coke. I need CPR. I put a lemon in my Coke, and I think I'm choking on it.
You put a lime in the coconut.
Yep. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, apartment update. We're not allowed to have a window AC unit,
And
so
it's
we're just,
actually how
we're
many
just going crazy in here, dying because
how many degrees is it? Oh, it's 70 degrees inside the apartment.
Yep.
So that actually doesn't seem that high, but during the day it gets like 85.
It's higher than that.
And you start going totally crazy.
It's higher than 70 for sure in here.
Well,
it's
you
probably
can't
80.
make anything without the oven. Like,
No,
I
I
keep
know.
trying to make a recipe without the oven. It's like, okay, let's eat gabagool for
Yeah.
dinner. Like, let's eat like cold soup.
I guess we could use the air fryer. Bring out the air fryer. But
I am not bringing that shit out. Like, I do not want to air fry stuff. That's
It's not that good.
It takes away the cutesy vibe of cooking for me.
and it's not that good. Like I
I
expected
would rather
to
fry it
be-
on like in oil.
I expected it to be actually fried when really it's not. It's just like a faster oven, essentially.
It is a faster oven.
Like
yeah.
I didn't understand that. I thought it would just be. I don't know. I got scammed, guys. I got scammed by Ninja air fryer. Or what's that thing people are talking about?
Ninja Creamy.
What is that? What is Ninja Creamy?
Why did they call it Ninja Creamy? Let's like actually talk about it. Ninja Squirt.
We were at this antique store.
Ninja Squirt is next.
We were at this antique store and we saw this like appliance thing from the 50s. It was like a blender, like a cooker, almost like a oven, like a toaster oven type thing. It was a blender.
And it also it was like
a creamy.
it was
had
a
like
creamy.
everything. I'm like, what the fuck? Who is this for?
and it was actually
They used to try and make shit all in one.
now it's like planned obsolescence or whatever.
Yeah.
It just breaks down after that. Actually makes me incredibly mad.
I know.
My car that I bought from 2002 is going stronger than my car from 2016 that was like on its last day when we sold it. It was on its last day.
I know.
And my 2002 car, it seems like it's doing great.
Well, I feel like there's a difference in like the engineering of who's making the car too. I
Yeah,
feel like the
true.
German
That's
engineering,
true.
it's not built to last. It's built for you to have something to replace every year. But like Japanese cars never need anything, I feel like.
Literally,
Like my Honda,
Yeah.
I think I took it to the shop like twice ever.
well, really?
And the Mazda doesn't ever need anything, really.
The Mazda that we drive also is like 30 years old.
None of the windows work, I will say that. But that's been an ongoing issue.
You know how embarrassing it is to pick your friend up and the side door doesn't work?
I went to the car wash today. And the car wash guy is trying to talk to me. I got to open my door and say, hey, man, my window doesn't roll down. It's my bad. And then we've had like, I've got him, when we go to the border and pulled over, like the window doesn't work.
It's
drive
so
through,
sketchy. It's so
annoying.
sketchy.
Like, we got to get that fixed. But it's just something we've been like, oh, yeah, we're going to do that. And then it's just like, no, I don't want to go pay for that.
It's like if it ain't broke.
Yeah.
You know, like you
But it
can-
is broke.
But you can still like.
can
Why
still
do you need
drive.
to use the window?
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
That's like our trap car,
Yeah.
and then we have another.
And then we got the
The
Mustang.
Mustang, but that's like the fun car for
Yeah.
going to the movies.
Yeah, not for idling in traffic, though.
That is the worst, actually.
Yeah.
To idle,
That car needs to ride free.
it needs to rock.
I think Coco's snoring or something, but Mochi is right behind the camera on our cat tree. Coco is right next to Liberty.
I don't like
This
it when
is
you
the
use my
family
government
update?
name.
Oh, okay. I forgot. Guys, I think I'm the only one that calls her that.
When I was in high school, people, because my brand was like Funny Girl brand, and people called me Bert, and I really hate it so much. That one is the worst one, I think. That's like my dead name.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yep, and I've always called you Liberty, so I just can't call you anything else at this point. It's like it would be weird for me to try and change, like have to remember that and be like, oh yeah.
Well, I tell people
it's like okay, no, call me Fart. I go by Fart now. Like okay, maybe I should not bring that up because that's a genuine issue.
that's a genuine issue.
That's a genuine issue people have, but like it's hard for me to like. Plus, she never cares when I call her that usually.
Well,
so.
you never usually say Liberty.
Yes, I do. Always. I always say Liberty.
I say Shane 40 times a day. Shane,
Yeah.
Shane, every day. I'm like, every time I want to show him something, I say Shane. But
I usually say, like, something cutesy, not your, like, government name. But
we always call each other something different every day. Also, the cats get a different nickname every day.
That's true.
Lately, like...
They're never going to know their names.
No. Mochi Mo. we call Mochi...
Call her Bunky.
Bunky was a new one.
Because it's a... Yeah.
Mochi
it kind of
Mo.
just... We come up with one thing and then it just deviates.
There's deviations
and it gets,
of
like,
it.
really... Like, it doesn't
And there's
reflect
different
even
songs that we do.
Yeah.
Excuse you.
That's a cool guy out there.
That's so cool.
But yeah.
Speaking of It's Joever,
Yeah.
what did movies did we watch this week?
This week, we watched.
Oh.
I watched Walter Mitty. You fell asleep.
Walter Mitty actually is goated.
I thought it was a banger. I love everything Ben Stiller makes. I don't understand. Like, he's underrated for sure.
Zoolander might be one of the best movies ever made, so I don't think he's underrated.
And Starsky and Hutch was awesome.
That's my ultimate feel-good movie of all time.
I know he didn't direct that one, but like I think he was working on it still.
I think that he's probably a big part of it. Like, it seems like those big actors, like...
And he directs a lot of shit now, so yeah.
Well, Starsky and Hutch, if I'm ever too high I'm scared, I put on Starsky and Hutch or Puss in Boots' Last Wish.
Yeah, or put on Walter Mitty, I say. I add that to the list.
That would make me think too much. It's nice.
Like heartwarming, I think. Like, I think it's very fantastical and very unrealistic, but I think the movie wouldn't, like, the payoffs would not feel like I think they were earned, and I think it wouldn't be as, like, entertaining or, it wouldn't be a feel-good movie if it didn't have, like, those elements. Even the ending just didn't seem, like, realistic, but, like, the character earned it,
What I liked was that it was in the 2000s.
I liked when he was longboarding in the mountains and he was like doing cool shit, and I'm like, that's hell yeah. This is Ben Stiller just wanted to do this cool shit in the Himalayas.
I liked how there was still a graphic designer department in the 2000s.
Yeah.
There was still like a physical graphic design department at their Time magazine job. Now the graphic design department is an AI bot and one teenager that gets paid like by tossing coins on the ground, and he's like, go get the coins, you rat. And also you're the fucking marketing manager.
No, and they're typing into the AI, cat eating ice cream.
Hurry.
Cat in a hat eating ice cream. Cat driving a sports car, like, and they're just trying shit and they're scrolling through the, like, it's stupid.
Insane.
It is
It's actually insane.
Dumb. We saw this insane looking, it's like an IPA or something. It's like a beer.
Oh yeah, it's called Moo Milkshake. It's like a...
It's a IPA, but it's called like strawberry milkshake moo something.
Moo squirt cream, and it looks
and
awful.
It's got a crazy ass AI cow on it in space,
like...
and it's like way too bright and crazy.
I hate it.
It just unsettles the fuck out of me.
I hate it.
I hate it. I don't know who would buy that.
It's because annoying people suddenly can make stuff out of nothing.
Yeah.
And they make the worst stuff. Like, I hate it so much because some fucking guy who couldn't get an illustrator to make him a crazy cow in space got to AI it. But it's actually, that image isn't his, so I could use it for a million things.
Oh, that's true. But it wouldn't. It's not going to be successful.
No, it's not.
AI should be for just basic stuff. Help, like, okay, You know, what is this? What should I do if this is happening? Like, I don't know.
Well, lately, like I used
Or like, give me ideas. It should be like giving you ideas, not like doing creative tasks, I think, because
the thing about AI is like it's wrong though. Like I was using it to ask some questions about research I was doing,
wrong.
and it was spitting out wrong shit.
Because the AI models
time.
are now learning from other AI models, and then they're just keep teaching each other the wrong stuff, and it's like a closed loop of like.
And there's people on the internet
nobody knows how to fix it yet.
That make websites that are dedicated to making the AI fuck up.
Yeah.
And that's actually so baller.
Yeah.
Like that's baller. I also started feeding my art through a like it's called Nightshade, and it's like I think it's called Nightshade, and it's a thing that it puts an invisible texture over top of your art that AI can see, and it makes it so it can't translate it into other artwork.
That's awesome.
I don't do much, but I do what I can.
That's awesome.
Because the amount of people that say, "Oh, can you make a logo for me of one of your girls?" Those are not one of my girls. That's my art. That's my illustration. Just because it's not elevated as you want it to be doesn't mean that it's like a logo for you.
Yeah.
Like it's not.
No.
A logo for your Shein business. It's really not. Like I'm trying to express myself. Like if someone used an AI to make something.
And the AI music just sounds like it's sampling. It just sounds like it's stealing other stuff and making it like, but inhuman. Like it just sounds weird. Like it's like the vocals like are not speaking in English, but they're like
I haven't heard
saying
it yet.
Vaguely. It's weird. Like it. I don't know. I don't think it can do more than just like basic dance hall like crappy type of stuff yet. But I don't know.
It's gonna get really scary. I think.
I don't like that either. And it's already happening on Spotify, where people are posting AI music, and it's getting put on playlists by the algorithm, and they're making money off of not making their own music.
That's
like, it's
totally
crazy.
insane.
Like on some of the like Spotify curated playlists, there's AI music in there.
That's
like,
fucking crazy.
It is. I don't know. Why is the world so fucking bad and mid at this point?
We live in the worst timeline, absolutely. Only worse thing than this is to just be blown up already. Like, actually. We get to eat treats. Only good thing is that the globalization of the world has allowed me to eat foods that I could not have imagined.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And I like cats.
Yeah.
And I like horror movies. I like thrifting too, but that's fucking ruined.
Yeah, it kind of is. Especially here.
Oh, God. I go to a thrift store here. There's like a dude that's punching me in the face and saying, "Get down, woman. Get away from my fucking shirts." And he takes all the shirts and he like buys all the shirts for his
little vintage store.
That's downtown. The rent is like $5,000 a month that he's not paying for.
Because his dad bought it.
Because his dad bought it.
Yeah. I don't know. Other movies we watched this week include Long Legs.
Oh, yeah, we got to talk about that a little bit.
Well, you did a video on it. So
what did you think, though?
I loved it for the first, like, 2 acts, and then the third act just kind of, like, it felt like they dropped the ball. It felt like they didn't know what to do. And I didn't like the twist with the mom. Like, I just thought it was stupid. And I didn't like the guy dying. I think he shouldn't have got killed. I think he should have turned into, like, some kind of weird, fucked up monster, you know? I was wanting some more of that.
Let me in now!
Or I thought with all this weird, like, prosthetics, I thought he, like, was, like... I thought he was going to be something, like, inhuman. Like, he was making himself, like, a doll or something, like, weird like that. Like, that would sound kind of chuggy in concept, but I think with Nick Cage, it would be cool if they did something like that. Because it was giving Silence of the Lambs vibes the whole time. And I'm like, okay, where's this going to go? Now they got him in prison. It's like, you know, it's like Silence of the Lambs now. And I'm like, and then he just kills himself. And I'm like, okay, well, what is going to happen now? And it was just stupid from there on.
An example of like...
I mean, I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved the way they made the movie and everything looked great. And I thought it had me hooked with like the clues. It was like Zodiac meets Silence of the Lambs. I thought it was awesome.
But no Jake Gyllenhaal.
No, I know. For real.
Let's
you watched...
Wait, listen. I just got to tell you something. Okay.
Yeah.
An example of effective horror versus not effective horror is really clear in Silence of the Lambs when you meet Hannibal Lecter, which I want to sidebar. Yeah. Trump thinks Hannibal Lecter's a real person, and he's brought him up like 5 or 6 times since he got shot. He says, he says, "Oh, it's Hannibal Lecter, incredible man," or something. That's a joke, but it's like he thinks it's a.
To be fair, when I was a kid, I thought it was a real guy.
He's like,
but like then I watched the movie and I'm like, oh no, this is based on like who's it based on?
It's based on a mix of different serial killers. Not Ed Gein, John Wayne Gacy. I thought it was
John Wayne Gacy. That's because there was a guy.
He was fucked.
There was a guy with a pit in his backyard, throwing like women in there and having them like. It was fucked
I just finished a true crime about John Wayne Gacy. No, not John Wayne Gacy. Fuck, what am I talking about? Did I say John Wayne Gacy before? Because I meant to.
That's the clown one. No, this is.
Who did I say before?
Ed Gein or Ed Kemper, one of those.
Maybe
one of them did the skin thing. One of them wore the skin mask, and one of them did the.
One of them. I finished this true crime podcast about, and he was literally skinning people and wearing their fucking skin suits around his house.
That's Ed Kemper, yeah.
No, Ed Kemper is the co-ed killer, and he like was the tall big guy.
Damn, I don't know my true crime at all.
I am getting them mixed up, but he
I always
was
do.
So fucked up.
You cannot tell me names because I will not remember them. Okay.
Anyway, effective horror is like
we're not a true crime podcast. We're not a true crime podcast for a reason because I don't know names.
I think it's a little bit it's not sensitive enough for me to make content about it. I feel like what's the point of talking about it?
I feel like you kind of run out.
You run out of shit, and also it's like a little bit insensitive.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Plus, after I watched Dexter, New Blood, and I saw that annoying girl doing the true crime, I'm like, wow.
That's not me.
This is how people think of true crime.
It is a little bit. So.
This is disappointing, but that show sucked. We're getting. Okay, so we've been watching Dexter. We've been watching The Boys.
But I want to finish talking about something. Okay, so in the Silence of the Lambs, Hannibal Lecter, there's this scene in prison, and Clarice is looking at Hannibal Lecter, and he's fucking terrifying, looking at her through the bars, and he's kind of in the shadows. And I'm thinking about it; it makes you want to like throw up a little bit. It's really scary.
That was awesome.
And then in Longlegs, how are you that close to the serial killer and it's not scary?
I know.
You're that close to him. It's as close as you could possibly be. And it's not...
He was more comical than scary. He kept doing, like, dancing
Let me in now! And Nick Cage is the guy that ripped his actual tooth out for a movie. Yeah. And you didn't give him... And ate a cockroach. And you didn't give him the role that he could have slayed. Yeah. Literally, he ripped his tooth out with no anesthetic. I think it was, like... I don't know if it was during the movie or just to prep. But I watched an interview, and he was like 20. Ripped his tooth out.
He was doing a lot of shit like that. He ate a cockroach. He said, he said that was the worst thing he ever did. But yeah, he was trying to like make a name for himself doing crazy shit.
He literally could have done the scariest motherfucker ever shown in a movie, and it was really disappointing.
Yeah. And then they put way too much makeup on him. There's that one video where he looks like Maxine.
Oh yeah, they put blue eyeshadow on him.
That was really funny.
And he's giving Maxine.
Not in the movie, but yeah.
Like there's like a picture of him, like, I can hear Coco snoring somewhere.
Yeah, I know. I don't know where she went though.
Where is she?
I can hear.
You can hear that on the microphone.
I don't know where she is, but okay.
She's probably on the tiger rug. She's sleeping. Like, anyway. Not as good as Silence of the Lambs.
No, not at all.
I just wanted, like, it was like it had all the elements of being good, and then it wasn't as good as I wanted it to be.
So true.
But what were you saying? That I interrupted you?
I was just talking about, I don't know, I went on a couple tangents. We've been watching The Boys. We stopped watching Dexter because season 6 got really stupid.
It got insanely
stupid. They started
stupid.
Putting saw traps in, and
I don't know if it was good or bad. Actually, I still can't figure it out.
Yeah, we gotta finish that season at least.
But The Boys,
because I guess season 7 is good, but then season 8. I mean, I remember the finale of the show is like notoriously bad for Dexter.
I want to see when him and Deb fall in love. I think it's fucked up in the most insane way.
Yeah, that's season 8, I'm pretty sure.
That is actually disgusting. I want to see it go. I want to see the like car crash of that.
Yeah, because I don't know what the writers were thinking at that point. I don't know. That's pretty fucking insane.
What are you thinking?
I don't know.
Beloved characters, you make them incestual?
And then in Dexter New Blood, they did like the same thing. They tried to do the weird incest thing again, where Dexter and his cop girlfriend, their kids started banging or whatever. I'm like, why do they love it so much? Why do they
They're like, oh, Game of Thrones is trending. Incest is really popular right now.
What?
I actually tried to watch Game of Thrones.
I got bored after Peter Dinklage part, and I'm like, I'm done with this.
The thing about me is sometimes it is a total toss up on if I will get addicted to a media, and I need to just give it a chance, and it's a total toss up. But when I do get addicted to it, it's a thrill of ride in my life.
It's awesome.
It's awesome.
I don't know. Should we watch Game of Thrones? I don't know. I just never got into it. I feel like there's too much sex. I feel like why I don't want to watch that.
One of my friends really likes it. The other one thinks it's horrible. And they both have the same intelligence level, and it's smarter than me. Okay. So I can't. I'm not engaged to talk about it.
Yeah. Anyway, The Boys is pretty good. We would just watch season 1.
I'm obsessed with it. It's so good. It's really kind of, it gets cringy at parts. Yeah. But it is incredibly gory and incredibly realistic. And if they weren't superheroes, it wouldn't even be a satire at all. No, I know. It's so good. American. Like, it just would be politics.
Politics and celebrities, but I think it's good so far. Like, we're only on, like, episode 2 of season 2, but I feel like it's going to fall off probably eventually, but I don't know. I think it's cool. And I think Homelander's scary.
Genuinely, I haven't been unsettled by a fictional character in quite a long time.
Yeah, and I had always thought about that. Like, Superman would actually be
scary,
really fucked up if it because nobody could stop him.
Because he'd be so egotistical, it'd be crazy.
Nobody could stop him at all. Ever.
It's like Elvis. Yeah, you go insane with the power.
I don't know.
You cannot have a certain amount of power. You will go crazy. Like.
That's why I always liked Batman, and I hated Superman because
Well, Batman worked
for it, and no, he didn't.
And he used to work in a lighthouse, and then he became Batman.
That's true. He was.
The lore goes.
What's the lighthouse keeper name? Like the wiki.
Yeah, the lore goes the mermaid from the lighthouse gave Robert Pattinson his powers, and then
that would actually be kind of sick to live in a lighthouse, though.
No, it would not.
Not on like a weird island, but like.
No.
No?
I'm not entertaining that. I don't want to live in a lighthouse.
I'm not saying I would do it. No, I don't want to do that either, but I'm just saying like if you had a window view,
that's an important job.
You could just see all the land from the top.
That's like an important as fuck job.
I feel like they don't need people to do it anymore because you only needed that when someone had to tend the flames. Somebody used to have to tend the flames of the lighthouse. It was fire people had up there.
Well, who's going to tend the flames of this relationship?
Damn, you got me there. Yeah. We've been going crazy from the heat. We had a fight.
We did it.
But we're better. We're doing better.
Don't spill the tea on everybody,
I'm not spilling the tea. I'm just saying. It's too hot.
The thing is, when you're in a relationship for like 10 years, like we're going on 20 years.
No.
What you fight about is stuff that is so esoteric and like involved. It is really hard to like actually talk about stuff. Like when you're first in a relationship, you're like, I'm mad because you texted that girl. Yeah. Or I'm mad because you are following this like porn star on social media.
I cannot believe guys actually.
That's actually insane. We're gonna segue. Yeah. But when you're in a relationship for like 20 years, you start fighting about, oh, your inner child is doing this to me because you are and then it's like you're pop psychologing each other, and it's like this whole, and then it's like a philosophical thing, and then it's like takes a really long time to figure out. Like,
and then you come back to like, okay, we both want to make this, we both are we're willing to put everything in, like, you know, to make it better. And, you know, I feel like if you are willing to put in, you know, the effort with it, like, you don't have anything to worry about.
For me, when I fight, it's hard for me to like put my ego aside and actually fight about the problem. I just want to like win.
Oh, I know.
Arguments. Because
I know
I'm really good at arguing.
Yeah.
So, like, genuinely, I'm so good at arguing. So, it's really hard for me. So
we both are. And then you hate when you're wrong about something.
I hate when I'm wrong. It's really bad. So, that's like an issue of mine that I got to deal with.
Yeah.
But if I ever got canceled, my apology would be so great.
Oh, I know that. Yeah.
I would not, because I didn't sleep with a minor, but...
Oh my God. We should talk about that. Cody, what happened?
You know what? I kind of knew because...
I knew about it because I watched like a documentary about like all this shit like probably 8 months ago or so. But nobody ever talked about it till now. Like, I don't understand what happened. Why people are like coming out about it now when it's nothing new.
There's not much going on YouTube right now at all. So people are actually using it as a way to like get views and stuff. Obviously.
And his wedding happened, and his frat boy rapist was the best man. So
the fact that he didn't say anything, I don't think he
insane.
will. But that's totally insane, dude. At least something. Oh, I was stupid.
At least apologize to her. Like,
I'm 22. The idea of me even having a crush on someone that's
in
17?
high school.
Whoa! Yeah. Whoa! Yeah. They're in high school at that point.
Yeah. Right?
No,
you're an adult.
That is.
And I don't know.
When I was 19, I
feel like it's one of those things where if your friends knew about it, everyone would tell you, like,
your friends would be like,
people must have told him, that's weird, dude. Why?
Well, listen, Gabby Hanna at a party said, hey, she's underage. Because she saw them making out, and then he slept with her that night. And he said, oh, thanks for letting me know. He
said, okay, I don't care, apparently.
That's fucking insane. Okay, when I was 19, I had a friend who was 17 or 18, something, in high school still, and I had graduated college and dropped out of college at this point. And I remember I was picking them up on, like, some of their last days of high school, and I was thinking, this is almost weird. Like, that we're friends, but, like, this is at the point where, like, this is, like, if I were a little bit older, this would be really weird. Like, I was really self-aware of it. Because when you're older, it's like you have more maturity, and, like, maturity is power in life, right? And, like, the fact that he was 25 with a 17-year-old is, like, I can't even
different mindset,
believe.
Completely different states of, you know.
It's so...
being, that's insane.
It's such a lack of, like, self-awareness, but also it's, like, he does not... It's, like, misogyny, because he's not thinking about her in any way. Not even a little bit.
No, and the reason, like, when your frontal lobe is not developed, like, you cannot make rational decisions. So, like...
I know all about that.
Even if there was...
I need mine to develop.
You can't really give consent, you know, when you're that age. Like, even... You know, I don't know. I just think I don't know.
If a famous YouTuber wanted to sleep with me and I was 17.
An evangelical, but, like, you really can't give consent until you're 8. Like, there's no denying that until you're an adult, you know? Like, I mean, you can, but I think if you're with someone that's, like, an adult, it's totally insane, you know? Like... And it's coercive and it's weird. Like, I can't even understand it.
Can you imagine yourself in 3 years with all your life experience?
With a 17-year-old? It's actually fucking
with someone who's probably had sexual experiences they can count on one hand, and you have years of sexual experiences, and you're like, it's totally insane.
I mean, it makes sense because he's, like, a frat guy, but, like, I always thought, like, I don't know. I always kind of admired the way he made his content, and, you know, like, he seemed nice, you know? He seemed like...
It's the promising young woman of it all.
Yeah, exactly.
Bo Burnham seems really nice in that movie.
Yeah, and then he's one of them.
Like one of the guys.
Yeah.
It's totally crazy.
I just feel like I knew about it. I watched this one guy just a random YouTube, not a big YouTuber at all, was like did like an hour and a half long video on it, and I watched it and I was like, damn, why has no one ever talked about this? And then the wedding happened with his, you know, best man, whatever that controversy, and then it just
Literally,
snowballed into this, you know.
that dude.
What did he do? Because I never learned really about that.
I just watched a video and I was making dinner, and basically, his best man at his wedding and someone he used to have in a bunch of YouTube videos, SA'd someone, like, violently on video, and she was on video saying, don't film this. And she later came out and said, I didn't consent to that at all, the whole thing.
Oh, that's right.
And then another allegation and then another girl came out against him and said the same thing, that he, like...
No, I heard that that guy, I don't know his name.
It's Cody Leachman.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
He also, you know, date raped someone and then let other guys go. It was fucked up. Like, I just can't believe, like, why, even as in like, for your career as Cody, why would you associate with someone like that?
Because he literally doesn't give a fuck.
No, clearly not. He's a fucking frat boy
when
DJ.
When you're, like, you get a point of wealth where you do not give a fuck.
No, I'm guessing he's retiring from YouTube at this point because he is not saying anything. So
he's made enough money on, like, the cut videos to, like, probably not say anything.
He's been pumping them out lately. He's not even doing thumbnails. He knows all.
It's like he knows.
He's not even doing thumbnails anymore. Yeah, I know.
But
yeah, now people are dredging up vines of him saying the M word and stuff, like,
well,
too,
when he did say the
it's
N word,
just when it's when you like, when you do not want, you know, you do not want anything to, like, for people to dig, you know, to dig up your stuff, because this is devastating for him, I feel like, at this point.
When he did his apology for that, he did it on Patreon under a paywall, and it was like a notes app, like, hey, I'm sorry I disappointed you by being violently racist. I'm really sorry I was violently racist, like, under paywalled.
And yeah, it was a different time of the internet, sure, but I don't think that excuses a lot of the shitty content that was made, you know.
There is nothing like that I've done in my past. Seriously.
No, me neither. Let alone put it on the internet.
Like, actually, what?
What? I know. I guess our lives are, like, pretty normal.
It's different.
Pretty boring, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. It's...
Yeah, I've never even, like... I just can't imagine what the thought process was there. Like, just...
If I also...
He really can't find someone his own age. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. How pathetic.
It's gross because the video that they made together, there was like a video that they did a collab with at that exact time. And he's checking her out the whole time, and she looks 16. Ew!
He's like glazed over eyes looking at her. It's like weird. Yeah, I don't like that vibe.
Can you imagine doing that to a 17-year-old right now? If there was a 17-year-old here? That's like my cousin.
No fucking
you're just
idea.
like, you're like, oh my god, dude, she's so hot. Can you actually imagine? That's like, it's like children of the corn.
No, and it's
and
like...
everyone and their fucking mom's talking about it, but it's like, it's because it's so
There's
shocking,
like a naivety to being in high school too. And
you have like
when you're an adult, your life is
that.
completely different, and your mindset is completely different. So it's fucked up to like it's taking advantage of somebody, you know.
I don't know.
Real disappointed. Not that surprised, I guess.
I'm mad that no Allison said anything.
I know.
Because that's like his whole fan base is like women, basically.
Even Emergency Intercom left.
They left, and they should.
As they should.
And we left.
I'm kind of, you know, they were really excited about getting a studio and stuff, which kind of sucks. But
yeah.
I feel like, you know.
In total honesty, I don't listen to that podcast anymore
because I don't either.
I'm afraid that I'm going to steal bits from them because we're similar age and stuff.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
I don't listen to Emergency Intercom anymore.
Too, yeah.
I don't listen to a lot of horror reviewers anymore. I used to watch a lot of horror reviews online. I don't because I'm so afraid I'm going to subconsciously steal content. And that's actually, it's been pretty good for me because it helps me just think of more stuff by myself. But then I found other things to consume that's weird. Like competitive food eating and cops.
know. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of cops.
Yeah, I've watched all the cops on YouTube. So
like what'd you tell me you were watching the other day? Oh, them what were you talking about? Drunk drivers or drunk squatters or something like that.
I was watching this one the other day where this woman put a rock in her salad at a restaurant and said that she broke her tooth on it. And the guy that it's on body cam. It's totally insane. And they call the cops, and he's like, I'm pretty sure it's fake because she's asking for $10,000 for a tooth, and the dentist thing looks fake. So on body cam, you can see the cop interrogating everyone in the situation, and then they're all in on it. There's like 3 women in on it on the rock heist, and they do it to multiple restaurants.
What?
Yes, in Florida.
Oh my god.
So I've just been watching that shit on body cam, and like the audio's terrible.
It's always in Florida.
And the accounts, I don't like to subscribe to them because they're extremely alt-right, and it's really weird, and the comments are really weird.
It is.
It's really strange to be on that side of the internet. I want to see the video.
I know. It's entertaining.
Sue me.
And it doesn't mean you like the cops. It just means...
No! They're terrible people most of the time. They're like
It just means... No, it's funny to watch the drunk people on there. It's like, it really is. I don't know.
Because people will get out of their car and they're stumbling down the car like, I'm not drunk.
They should not be operating a motor vehicle.
And they're like, well, why'd you pull me over? They're like, you're drunk. And they're like, I'm not drunk. I'm an accountant.
The one video that really had me laughing for like an hour, he kept asking for her like registration or her license or something, and she just kept handing him this like Ziploc bag of like random shit, like, and that he's like, no, I need your registration.
They're like, no, it's just...
And then she goes, oh yeah, and then she starts digging in her car again, gives him the same thing, and then he's like, this is not... Jeez, totally fucked. It's like,
oh, don't get in the car drunk.
No, don't do it. Be in a nice place to be if you're gonna be drunk.
Our cat is squatting and licking its paw like a human being. Oh my god.
Yeah.
But literally, don't get drunk and drive. One of the ones that actually made me mad though was this woman was speeding on a turnpike or something, and then the cop showed up at her fucking house after she was in her driveway parked.
You can't do that.
You can't do that.
It's no longer a traffic stop.
No. I was so fucking mad, and she's going ballistic. She's like, I'm going into my house. This is not a traffic stop. The cop's like, yes, it is. It's a traffic stop.
The problem is there's no one to call the cops on the cops, and a lot of time you need the cops for the cops.
I know.
Like, it's
insane.
Their IA is never going to do enough, because you can't have cops looking at, like, they're going to defend their own kind, it's like...
Also,
I don't know.
I always thought if I ever got caught in a situation where I absolutely needed to not be caught by the cops, I would just pretend to be passed out. But what they do is they do tricks to see if you're actually passed out. I found that from watching these videos.
They do?
They do. They'll literally do tricks on you and say that it's resisting arrest passively, so you'll get a charge for that.
What?
Yes, I always thought if I was in that situation,
to slap on resisting arrest.
If I was in that situation, I would just pretend that I was passed out and dead.
Yeah.
But they actually check for that. They will poke you and or they'll put this thing under your nose. It's insane. They'll put poppers under your nose.
Jesus. Mm-hmm. Poppers. What?
Not poppers, but like...
You keep calling them poppers.
Okay, what am I... I don't know what the smelling salts are.
Smelling salts. It's poppers. Ammonia. What is poppers? What is that? I don't remember.
People like them.
I don't remember from last episode. Okay.
Also, like Men from 2002.
Okay.
Like, you open up their Honda Civic and poppers fall out. Like
it's Brat?
It's Brat Summer.
Okay. Okay.
People are already making Kamala Harris Brat.
I saw that. I was
shirts.
like...
Do you think you fell out of a coconut tree?
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna lie, I was really scared for the future, and now I feel better today.
It's for not the future, great, but it's better.
But it's better. Yeah, I feel better.
Better than Biden.
I was really, really scared.
Yeah.
I was really scared.
Especially after the shooting, like, what is...
You know what it reminded me of?
How could you win that?
It reminded me of when like somebody who's the worst person ever has something bad happen to them, and then they make that their entire fucking. They're like,
Do you want to
know?
Do you want to know what Mark Zuckerberg said about it? He said,
"Don't even." I fucking.
You know what I'm talking
hate
about?
that guy. I don't even want to know what he said. I don't even want to know.
He said, I'm going to say it for the people that might not know. He said, wow, when that happened, it was just like a moment in history. It's hard not to feel patriotic with him pumping his fist into the air and the flag waving behind him. Just an amazing moment in history. And it got me feeling really patriotic and emotional. I'm like, you're a freak.
You wouldn't even have fucking a cent to your name if you didn't hate women so much. You made a fucking algorithm to rank their hotness. Yeah. You creep. And you ruined Instagram. Yeah. Instagram is balls because of your fucking like need to be like have the only social media ever. No one calls it meta because that shit is stupid and it's terrible. No, and it looks like balls. The meta symbol looks like balls.
Yeah, I think my hatred of the billionaires goes Mark Zuckerberg number 1.
No, Jeff Bezos number 1.
Okay. You know what? He's like
that spread in Vogue where he's pretending to be a cowboy.
He's more like conventional supervillain vibe, I feel like. So I feel like I can't like I just don't like he's gross, sure, but like what am I gonna expect from that baldy guy?
He did a spread in Vogue where he pretended to be a cowboy and he's like, I dust in my boots. I'm like, you are a super villain.
And he owns the magazine.
You own the magazine. You're a super villain. You're not a cowboy. I actually. Okay, I'm sorry. What are your least favorite?
My rankings go, I think I hate Elon Musk the most because of just the way
forgot about
is.
Elon Musk. Whoa, I hate Elon Musk.
Number 2 is Zuckerberg and number 3 is Bezos. And I do hate Bezos a lot, but I think that's the ranking.
Elon Musk got to be the worst. Yeah, actually, he got to be the worst. You know what he posted?
He's giving $48 million to Trump every fucking month too.
You know what he fucking posted online? He posted this like chart rank, like it was like a chart of probably 40 actors and 40 characters from comic books, comparing white comic book characters to their black or brown counterpart, saying, something to think about. There was no black characters in the comic books, so they had to make them. What is the fucking big deal? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? And since when do you care about like accuracy of comics? You don't appreciate art because your Tesla looks like shit. I don't understand. It just like.
You know what
He makes me so mad. It's like that Sue Sylvester, like, I don't want to see uglies and fatties. I don't want to see his Cybertruck around the city.
No, I know. Oh my God. In our hometown, you would not believe.
How many Cybertrucks?
It's unbelievable, Liberty. It's actually so, like here, there are so many Teslas.
We actually live 5 minutes down the street from a Tesla dealership.
We see them, I think, every block there's a Tesla. Like there's so many Tesla drivers here. It's so annoying.
Worst drivers ever. Too.
It's great though because you can easily cut them off.
Oh yeah,
their car will automatically brake when you cut them off.
You could cut a Tesla off a second before. Like you could cut them off at any point and their car brakes.
And I do.
And we always do. It's legal.
If you need to get out of the lane you're in because you're stuck, go ahead. Find a Tesla. There will be one.
If you bought a Tesla and didn't buy something cooler or did something else with your money, you're such a nerd.
You're a dweeb.
You're a dweeb.
You're a literal dweeb.
It's stupid. And like
be a cool guy, buy a car, work on it, make it cool, make it your own.
You can't go anywhere with a Tesla. You can't go off-roading, you can't do anything. I just don't get why you buy them.
Yeah. I don't even understand the point of the Cybertruck cuz you can't really do truck stuff with it.
And it will chop your fingers off.
Yeah, that's so funny. Did you see the video guy?
And he's like,
here we go, guys. We got the new update for the Tesla Cybertruck. We're going to be trying it out. And then he's like, here's a carrot, okay, and then it stops on the carrot, and he goes, "All right, now I'm gonna try my finger," and he's like, and then he's like, okay, it's stuck, and then it's closing more on him, and he's like, okay, it's gonna, and he's like, starts to panic, and he goes like, okay, ow, and then he's trying to like get the trunk open because it's like,
no. One time,
because that shit will happen. It's like a cult, like because Tesla drivers, that shit will happen to them, but they'll still ride or die for Teslas.
I don't feel that way about anyone or anything.
No, I know.
The minute that something wrongs me, I'm over it. Like I do not feel that way about anyone.
No, this guy who got a Cybertruck, like like something in it failed.
If my truck
and it
bit
almost
me,
it almost killed his like wife and kid or something. Like something bad happened.
and he posted a tweet,
and
and
then
he's
he
like,
posted a
"Come
tweet
on,
like,
man."
Elon Musk, really disappointed in you. Love your company, but make things better. But I love you
I recently
so much.
found out my beloved sticker company that I've been using for probably
Oh my God.
2 years.
I know. We're going to have to switch it, guys.
Is totally Trumpist. Like Trumpy guys. And I
Sticker mule.
immediately was like, oh, the thing about it was also that they promoted they sent me an email with like 5 paragraphs explaining
about the Trump.
they love Trump
Yeah.
and whatever. I'm like, what is going on? I don't
And
want to
that's
subscribe.
like,
I want to
we
know.
do have liberals here, but you got to admit, you got to ride for Trump at this point, guys.
And then they are losing thousands of followers.
Yeah.
The other
Losing
sticker
business.
companies are jumping on the bandwagon like fuck sticker mule.
Yeah, they're losing a lot of business.
And then they're posting spread love, not hate.
Okay.
Taking my rights away is not spreading love,
No, it's
like
not.
that in any way. But at the same time,
Also, can
I
we not
immediately
can we
switched
not
companies.
make America more? Let's stop it here, guys. Let's just stop it here. I'm not even going to try and promote. Okay, guys, let's be anti-fat because that's not even a possibility anymore. Like, let's just not get more crazy at this point. That's all I want.
Like,
Can we fucking let's keep it? Let's get abortion back at least, but let's keep it. Let's not get any worse, please. Because we're gonna have trillionaires soon. I would love for the government to do something about this, but I don't think they will because they don't care about monopolies anymore. But
anyway, moral of the story, I immediately switched companies. It took me 1 second. I'm not going to have an allegiance to a company or
No,
a figure
absolutely
or
not.
anything. It's
No.
just not the way that I am. I don't get if your Cybertruck bites your finger off, you're still going to be like, oh, fuck, I really like the Cybertruck.
and also it's just bad business sense. Like would a brand that is like, I don't know. It's just so like, keep it to yourself, dude. And no
So
one,
annoying.
You're not going to lose business. Now he's lost so much business.
He's lost
like,
40,000 followers on Instagram.
What an idiot.
Another thing is like, I was one time at the movies
Like,
with my
I'm glad
friend.
he outed himself, but still, like,
He's so annoying.
he's dumb.
I was at the movies with my friend, and there was a Tesla that I parked next to, and I look inside because there's this big bright red thing, and it says you're being recorded, and it's like, or recording mode or something.
Oh, yeah.
And I was so weirded out that I fucking was online for an hour searching up if that's even legal, if they can just record me in public. And I'm like, there's no protection against it. That Tesla is recording my ass, getting into my car, doing nothing wrong, recording me. And the
No,
Tesla
that's
owner
totally
can just...
insane.
What if he's a creep? It's like, these cars are so stupid, and it's breaking down our, like, community trust in a way that's so insane. And, like, we have no more community trust, and that's what is going to be the make or break of our society. And when your car just records every living thing around it, oh, don't break into my fucking car.
Plus, no one
It's just making me mad. It's like,
no one is going to steal your Tesla. I promise you. They probably won't even get out of the parking lot. if
there's
they
so many
steal it,
trackers
'cause
on that.
it's
No one's going to
And
steal
not
a
just
Tesla.
that, they don't work. If the touchscreen breaks, you can't even drive your car.
That's
so.
another thing. Your touchscreen breaks and your car's fucked up.
The AC is on the touchscreen. Everything is in the touchscreen. It's like your
It's like-
iPad controls your car. Like, I hate that vibe. I like buttons to click. I like a CD player. Give me the things that I expect in a car.
Sue me. I like to have a car that feels like a car, not like a fucking DS.
Yeah, I know. Even a DS has buttons, at least. Not everything's on the screen. That's because they know UI, you know? They
And
do this because it's cheaper to put everything on the screen.
It's also makes me mad because I took basically a year-long class. I took it in like 3 months about accessibility and UI or user experience, whatever.
Yeah, you got that
And
certificate.
The fundamentals of like being in a society is like taking care of like people that don't have awesome like the youth
Vision,
like the youth
you know.
things where it's like good vision, good reflexes,
Yeah.
good motor skills. Some people are old and need buttons. Some
Tech
people
sense,
have
too, yeah, like
neurological conditions. They cannot press shit. It's like we need buttons, and we need it to be obvious, and we don't put it under a subscription plan because old people can't figure that shit out. Or people that don't know English have to suddenly
I told you
read
about
it
that.
on the
The
thing.
BMW paywalling their heated seats
That's
and
crazy.
shit. That is totally insane.
It makes me get so mad. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, cars are getting dumber. We're in idiocracy at this point.
It's getting to that point, I think.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan being like, ripping his shirt off and being like, for Trump. That was such an idiocracy vibe to me.
He did that?
Yeah. Because Trump was in the WWE at one point, so...
He's like Mickey Rourke if you made him president in the wrestler.
I know.
It's like...
No, but Mickey Rourke has a heart. And I think
I always get Mickey Rourke mixed up with the wrestler and It's Always Sunny.
Yeah, that's what you're thinking of.
It's like you put the wrestler and It's Always Sunny for president.
Yeah. Mickey Rourke is a sweetie, and I love him. And I feel bad for him.
He made one of the best Aronofsky movies and no one even talks about it.
I know.
Goddamn.
It made me so sad.
Made me want to forgive my dad. It's not going to happen, though.
No, it's not going to happen. That's a story for another day.
That's for another time.
That's for another time.
Also,
her dad's like a criminal.
There are haters on the stream, so I can't talk about anything anymore.
What?
There are confirmed haters on the stream.
Who?
I'm not going to talk about who it is.
Who are they? Who are you haters? Yeah, I don't know. But I don't know what that means.
What's that meme where it's like...
What is that voice? It sounds like...
It's just our building. That sucks.
That's really cool that we're getting like...
It's like...
Random. Sounds like there's a dishwasher going, but there's not, so...
It's like the Cell and Stephen King. Like, we're getting that... We're getting the cell... The frequency.
The cell frequency virus, yeah.
Also, this is like...
Are you enjoying that book?
Loving it.
I loved it. I think I loved it anyway. I don't remember. I thought the ending was bad.
It's making me want to do like a comparison of the book versus the movie for a YouTube video because...
Oh, have you seen the movie?
No, it's bad, I guess. Though.
It is bad. I've watched it.
But I want to maybe figure out why.
The book is awesome, though, I think.
This is a really small chance that there's a percentage of people that watch to the very end and care about what I'm going to post next. But if you do care, I put a poll because I want to know... I'm going to release a video this week. It's either going to be a part 1 of an iceberg, of like a cosmic horror philosophy iceberg, or it's going to be a Q&A part 2.
Yeah.
So I made a poll.
A poll.
Yeah, hopefully it's not gone by the time the video's up. We'll see though.
Yep.
I think that's all I got. I'm drinking gin in my Coke and I'm like...
It's not just straight up gin in there. It's not like where It's Always Sunny.
No, it's actually
just like they call Diet Coke mixer. Yeah, I had a root beer mixer the other day. Are you just drinking mixer? No, we got this really
it's
cute... like a cocktail in a wine bottle almost. It's like raspberry mint and elderberry.
But it's like gin, it's sparkling water too. So it's like a sparkling cocktail in a wine bottle.
It's really good.
And it has fruits in it. It's really, really cute. But mine was getting really hot because it's 90 degrees in our apartment. So I put it in my iced Coke that has no ice in it left.
Yeah, and it's good.
It's great. I told you. I
did it too. But anyway, anything you've watched recently of note?
I watched Terrifier 1 and 2, but I think I already talked about that.
Yeah.
I also... wait.
What?
I didn't even tell anybody. I've been on this Jake Gyllenhaal thing that's really taking over my life.
We were going to talk about that earlier.
I saw this Brokeback Mountain edit that made me be like, invite my friend over to watch Brokeback Mountain.
Like a montage or like a, what's it called?
An edit. It's
like
Brat.
Edit, fan cam, whatever. I thought it was...
Oh, no, it was to Chapel Roan.
Oh, yeah. Whatever.
It was Chapel Roan.
Something and it's got like 50 views or something.
It has like 50 likes. And it triggered something in my brain that said Brokeback Mountain. Yeah. And then I'm like, I gotta watch Brokeback Mountain again. So I make my friend watch it with me. Because I'm like, someone's gotta watch it with me. I basically
hold my
friend together.
Like a year ago.
I hold my friend at gunpoint watching the movie with me. And then the next day I go out and buy cowboy boots.
That's true. You manifested it though.
I manifested cowboy boots.
We were in like this curio store, like odds and ends.
It was
store.
really cool, actually.
Yeah, it was cool. It was like an antique shop, curios and shit. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we never seen it. And it looked way smaller on the outside than it did.
It was actually the coolest store I've been to in Vancouver. Yeah. Every Vancouver store is so dumb.
Yeah, because all of them have no personality usually.
They're like, get your $60 candle.
Yeah, or we're gonna sell you weed gummies in a suit. Like,
oh no.
Like, so if you're wearing a vest, I'm not talking to you. I'm sorry, I don't care who you are.
I don't care, seriously.
And a bow tie.
No.
Don't even talk to me.
No. So, I got cowboy boots. I'm so obsessed with Jake Gyllenhaal. I'm thinking about it all the time. I'm thinking about he's such a great actor. Then I watched a Jake Gyllenhaal movie yesterday. That's bad. I know it's bad. I just wanted to see it again. And then I'm just like on this weird thing. I just think he's the best actor of all time.
What did you say that I was like, what did you say about like his freak or something? And then I said something and then we were talking about
I said who's going to match his freak? And then I don't know.
Oh, okay. I was just saying like, I want more of his crazy stuff. Like I want more of his freak, you know?
He's freak. He's like, gone down the freak hole into the
now he's just pandering to boomer women.
Now he's just like, flexing in Roadhouse to
and
boomer
doing
women.
war movies and stuff. Like I want Enemy. I want Donnie Darko. I want weird ass.
He's a producer on some weird movies that we haven't seen yet.
Okay,
well, that I actually added to my watch list. I just think no one understands him.
I feel like it's the opposite for Nick Cage. Like he started out doing like
normal.
Well, I guess no. I guess he was eating roaches and stuff always.
Weird actors are my favorite people in the entire world.
I know.
Have like Jake Gyllenhaal's Hot Ones
because you gotta be
is the most entertaining Hot Ones of all of them.
To be able to be like good at acting, and they're usually really insane. I feel like not insane. But
I want to see Nick Cage on Hot Ones.
Yeah, I know. That would be hilarious. Because the Jake Gyllenhaal one was good. He's like.
He scared him. He scared the guy, and he was like, "Oh, he's scaring him, making him uncomfortable."
But yeah,
that's where my head's at.
Was Brokeback Mountain everything you dreamed?
Lots more sex scenes than I remembered.
Yeah,
and it was really because nothing's worse than watching a sex scene with someone.
Yeah, I know.
Even in my own bed, especially I'm like looking behind my shoulder. I'm like,
especially your family.
Well,
that's the worst.
That's something I'd never put myself in that situation.
No, I don't either. But
I just would never watch a movie.
No, I know.
Like that.
But I've just been in the situation where like, you know.
No, sex in the theater is terrible too.
Yeah, in the theater.
I watched X a month ago. Favorite movie, but not watching other people.
Yeah, that's why
they're not getting the campy nature of the sex scenes. Like they are campy in a way. It's like. And they have a plot-driven purpose, but people
of course.
Like, I saw boobies.
Yeah.
That's how people act. It's crazy.
But anyway. What's your favorite movie?
My Jake Gyllenhaal obsession has nothing to do with our fight. Like, that's not why we were fighting.
Also, we saw Mandy in the theater again, and it was awesome.
It was awesome.
It was everything I dreamed. I loved it.
There was a guy that was getting up to vape every 3 minutes.
I know. That was super fucking annoying because it was not as good as when we went to see it the first time. Because I was like locked in. And it was my birthday, I think.
It was your birthday.
I was like locked in.
And they gave us free shots.
I was like, boom. And I was just in the, you know, like in a trance by the movie. This time I was like, this fucking guy was yelling at someone who he thought he kept thinking he was hearing someone, but it was the movie, and he was
yelling behind him. Shut the fuck up.
Hey, shut up! And I'm like, okay, that's weird.
I almost yelled at someone at Long Legs. I was so close to yelling at someone. You were next to me. Do you remember those people?
Oh God, that was fucking annoying.
Just why are you going to a movie to talk and yap and be rude? We talk a little.
And this was like the early premiere. Like it was like 3 or 4 days before it came out officially. And they were there being annoying. Like, do not come here again.
It's so rude. It's so rude. Okay, well.
No theater etiquette anymore these days.
No, in concerts are like, everyone's annoying at the concert and also.
Everyone's annoying at the movies. I know. It's like, if I'm going to see a horror movie, I don't want the audience to be acting like we're seeing Despicable Me.
No.
Why? Like, why?
No.
Be quiet. Enjoy it.
Everyone's acting out because they can't be normal in public. They can be quiet in public.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather you talk in public and be quiet in the movie theater.
Exactly. Anyways.
Also, one time I took edibles and went to the movie theater, and it was the worst experience of my life, and I was so fucking scared.
What movie?
With you and Olivia.
When? Oh, that was not bad, though.
I was scared for my life.
What did we see again?
Furiosa.
Oh, that was awesome, though.
It was awesome when the movie began, but before that, I'm never being high in public ever again. I'm never doing it again. It was so scary.
It would have been a lot simpler if you guys just listened to me.
I couldn't understand how to buy a ticket.
Nobody was listening to me.
It.
I'm like, hey, this guy's letting us up there, and you guys are like, no, that's not. He's not going to let you do that. And I'm like, he literally asked me, do you want to go up? And I said, yeah, guys. And you guys were like,
but we wanted to buy the member price ticket.
Yeah, that's what we were doing though, and we could have got him upstairs. I'm pretty sure, but it's a moot point. It was really funny.
It was scary as fuck.
I was thinking it was funny.
Not for me. Not getting high ever again in public.
Yeah, we've had some bad. We had a bad experience on the beach with that too.
No, why did I do it again?
It's not a good vibe because there's like really judgy people here too, and like it, like I never give a fuck, but like to someone with anxiety, I understand because people are judgy and they're making you feel like you're doing something weird all the time. Like, yeah, I don't know. Ooh. Anyways.
Okay.
I think we're getting tired.
Yeah.
So.
Well, also, we want to release it at 12 and it's like 11. So we gotta get rocked. I gotta go edit
that, Jang. But
we gotta rock. Okay. Peace out. Holy shit. I forgot to press don't record that.
Oh shit.
So I've been picking my nose and watching TikTok on camera.
That's gonna be funny.
No, don't watch that, Shane, please.